best deserve a statue. The Meteoriks Awards 2018. Celebrating the past demo scene year.
Mesdames et messieurs,
meine Damen und Herren,
there won't be any confettis tonight.
Just awards.
So welcome
to the Meteoriks Awards 2018. Now the next round.
For a scene that's been dead since 1999, our Walking Dead are pretty fresh. Let's kick off.
Can you tell we're trying these microphones for the first time ever? Okay. So, yeah, let me back up here. So, for those who weren't here last year, and for those who forgot, what is this about? What are we doing here? We're trying to celebrate the past demo scene year by honoring the best productions of 2017. We're trying to look beyond the crowd-pleasing factor and uncover hidden gems from smaller parties.
We are also here not only to celebrate the combo winners, but also the memorable productions. You know, some demos take time to grow on us, and they present qualities that are important for the scene as a platform. And this is the perfect place to celebrate both the overlooked and the billion-dollar quintuple A budget productions. So we hope that it could be used as a hitchhiker's guide to the demo scene. Maybe a perfect entry point that gives newcomers something to try for. And of course, we also hope that it can boost the seasoned sceners and drive them to do their best and maybe land a nomination. Or who knows, maybe win.
Yeah, it is. So, we have beautiful statues designed by the skilled Cosmic. And if you're wondering about the name Meteoriks, what's that? With the name Meteoriks, we're trying to, for one, relate to the impact force of a meteor, just like our productions impact the demo scene. And also, we're trying to honor the memory of Gilles Constant, nicknamed Meteorik, whose friendly and contributing nature set an example for all of us, and who passed away in 2012, way too early.
So let's see how it works. Let's have a look at the source code of the Meteoriks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's just a few lines of code, so don't worry. First, we have the notion of categories. And this year, we have 9 of them. And we showed them ourselves, because, well, you already gave us a big backlog of categories from the previous year. So for each of those categories, we have a triplet of superstars. We name them the jury. It's a fearless force in charge of reviewing the whole year of production and finding the glorious truffles, the hidden true gems.
And tonight, Alchema and I will take you through our categories one by one. And for each category, what the hell? And for each category, we're going to show excerpts from our nominees on the big screen to refresh your memory. After that, we will welcome a member of the jury on stage who will describe the trials and tribulations they had to go through while selecting the winner, followed by the handing over of statues, lots of hugs, and a jolly good time. Yes, that is a good thing, thank you. So, we're not going to show our laureates at full length tonight, because the schedule's tight, the night is young, and you all want to get your refill of champagne pretty soon.
So, to drink with moderation, of course, right?
Always in moderation. There will be a separate screening of the nominees at the seminar area tomorrow at 9. And that's about all you should need to know. So, Alchema, last year we released the Kraken. What should we do tonight?
Well, maybe I suppose we should release the kittens, no, right?
That sounds cuddly.
Okay.
So, do you want to release the kittens?
Release the kittens!
Release the kittens! Here we go!
For a scene that's been dead since 1999, our Walking Dead are pretty fresh. Let's kick off the frenzy with the Meteoriks Award for New Talent.
Hey, did you just say kick off the Frenchie? I would never kick you off. So, what better way to start the show than by looking at the young ones? Everyone who says that the scene is dead should take a look at the people who made a big entrance to the scene last year. You'll probably have a few people or groups in mind, so let's see which people or groups made it to the top 5 of our jurors' minds.
Slimy of Alcatraz. Monad. Le Laboratoire 2. Evil of Desire. And Rats and My Cube of Altair.
All right, and now I would like to welcome a first jury member on stage who will tell us who will get the trophy and how the jury arrived at that decision. He's always super excited about new talents himself, and he couldn't be happier to represent his jury tonight. We all know him for being a great and lovable person and for his lobster suit. Please welcome on stage Dino.
Good evening, Revision. I hear you all great. Yeah, new talent, I would say the most important category of them all. Because these people and productions show us that, the demo scene will continue to attract new people in the future, so it won't extinct, I guess. We in the jury were more than happy to see new faces enter the demo scene from all over the world. We also recognized that older sceners are trying new things on different platforms or challenge themselves in an entirely different profession. If we were to give an honorable mention for this category, we'd have to have one for everyone who contributed. And I'd be talking extensively about these for the next couple of hours. Therefore, we want to thank you all for entering the scene. We know that you are here, and we love you for that. In the end, we had to decide who gets this nice shiny trophy. We choose some super enthusiastic guys who delivered a 64K with great graphics and sound, but also really nice direction and a story that unfolds throughout the intro. Even though the coder admitted that there were still flaws in the production, they are more than happy to have delivered something. They are currently working hard to improve their toolchain for future productions, and we hope that sending this statue to Australia will motivate them even more. The laureate for new talent is 068A by Monad.
Give it up for Monad! So, Monad can't be here tonight because they're kind of on the opposite end of the earth. But they recorded a little message for us, which we'll play any second now on the big screen.
review from Monad, coming to you from Down Under, where we're having a lovely Australian summer and having a wonderful time celebrating Easter and Revision. It's a massive privilege to accept this award. It was a really big honour to be nominated, and it's even bigger to win this. We'd like to thank you all for your support. You're all wonderful, you're amazing, and you inspire us daily. Keep your eye out for more Monad productions. We'll see you at Revision 2019.
And Monad out.
Let's move on.
The visuals are the face of a demo, but the soundtrack is its soul. Pump up the volume for the Meteoriks Award for Best Soundtrack.
What would do a cooler demo with the ST01 based module? There are some tracks that you can hum all day. There are also some tracks that are really meme-inducing, you know, and you wish they never existed. And you have strong feelings about those tracks. So music is not just about the best melodies. It's not just about the best mastering process. It's not just a flashing of the screen on every beat, on every drum hit. This category is here to honor the best interplay between music and visuals, the best sounding music that greatly contributes to the overall setting of the demo. 2017 brought us fantastic demo tracks, and we are here to honor them. Here are the nominees.
Geometry Gods by Jugs.
Level 3.
Hold On by Hold On. Horizon Machine by EOS and Alcatraz. Megshay by The Adjective. And Overdrive 2 by Titan.
He's young, he's sassy, and he's crazy talented. He comes from the Netherlands. Please hit some snares for Rocco of Poo Brains.
Hello, Revision! I hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you all tonight. 2017 was truly a great year for demo soundtracks. The nominees in this category are as diverse as possible, and after we had a 64K winning this category last year, we feel that the sonic landscapes in the 4K intros have finally reached the level that is worth the nomination as well. Due to the sheer amount of great productions, we had a hard time finding a winner in this category. In fact, at one point I suggested that we might as well have a fist fight just so we could settle for a winner more easily. Thankfully, it didn't have to come to that. Our honorable mention goes to an artist who is infamous for his abuse of trackers. His creative programming of envelope generators and clever combination of FM and PCM instruments contributed greatly to an already technically impressive demo. If it wasn't clear to you already, our honorable mention goes to Overdrive 2. The Meteoriks Award for Best Soundtrack goes to a demo with a rejuvenating soundtrack that is very contemporary while also paying tributes to classic demo soundtracks. The music and visuals progress through a fantastic journey and are glued together like few soundtracks are. From upbeat to epic, every scene catches the appropriate mood and manages to tell a story just through the sound itself. The Meteoriks Award for Best Soundtrack goes to Geometry Wars by Jugs.
Jugs, come on stage.
Come on stage.
Jugs?
Calling Jugs.
Jugs, are you in the room?
I guess I'll take it.
So I guess we'll give the trophy by hand when we meet him.
I'll take it with you.
Let's move on to the next category.
There's always space for one more bite, until there isn't. This is the Meteoriks Award for Best Small High-End Intro.
It's amazing what people can cram into 8 kilobytes of space, let alone 4. I think we can all agree that 2017 was an amazing year for small intros. Not just at Revision, where we left with the jaws dropped after half the compo and the releases just kept coming and coming and coming, but also at other parties throughout the year. It's true that when you're restricted as this, you start to focus on the truly important things and leave out all the unnecessary fluff. Do I invest this byte into better graphics quality, or do I better invest it into some more variety in the music? I, for one, am amazed at the visual splendor and the purity that people are achieving with what are mostly one-trick ponies. So please, people, keep them coming. They are awesome. And please, everybody, give a huge applause to all the side coders in the scene. All right. And now, let's take a look at which 20 kilobytes worth of space impressed the jurors the most.
Absolute Territory by Prism Beings. Wei Li by Prism Beings. Equilibrium by Alcatraz. Horizon Machine by EOS and Alcatraz. And Unprogress by Fairlight.
Right. And now, it is my extreme pleasure to welcome one of my personal idols on stage. Sorry, guy, I just had to fanboy. He took a break from singing, but this year, he's back to party with us. And I want you all to applaud him with more than just one finger. Please welcome Curly Brace of Coolers.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's great. Okay, so 2017, great year for small intros. So there's a lot of potential candidates, but unfortunately, the jury could only pick 5 nominees. For the past 5 years or so, I've been less active on the scene than before. During that time, the quality of small intros has increased tremendously. This is especially true on PC 4K intros and audio production. the category has moved from pure size optimization to a true art form that has emphasis on aesthetics, mood, and even storytelling. The laureate that we chose excels in all these areas. So, on behalf of the jury and the Meteoriks, I'm honored to present this award to Wiley by Prism Beings.
Prism Beings, are you here? Will you please get the fuck on stage and pick up a statue for once?
I'm not Nobi. Nobi wasn't able to get here in time for the ceremony, but I'll make sure he gets this award.
All right, so you get the hug instead of Nobi.
Okay, great.
Congratulations.
Very well done, Nobi.
Thank you. Right. Okay. And while we try to get our slides sorted, technical difficulties. Please stand by. In the meantime, I will sing a little song for you.
Pixels, so fresh and beautiful you'll fall in love with them. We're handing out the Meteoriks Award for Best Visuals.
So you know that the name of our scene comes from one word, right? Demonstration. And some might think that such demonstration should only be a technical tour de force. That they should be brutally complex. But demos can be more than that, right?
Well,
they can be really eye candies. Oh! So most demo group have a graphic designer as a crew member. And that's for a reason, right? Because coder colors are not a legend. We coders really do need help. And we really do need guidance. So some production emphasizes design and style, beautiful effects, stunning looks, and mesmerizing art content. And we are really here to thank them for all the sugar. So here are the nominees for the Best Visuals category.
Sokia by CNCD and Fairlight. Shunting Yard by Cocoon. Soul Splitter by Cocoon. Rainbow Clash Order by United Force and Digital Dynamite. And Esocentrica by ASD and Satori.
He runs a fantastic mystery Demoscene Theater 9000 show on all your favorite streaming platforms. He's the member of the legendary T-Pone demo group.
T-Pone? Who's that?
What? You don't
I never heard of them.
He realized this morning that his airport shuttle will arrive after the show. So please welcome us, pretending to be peers.
Hello, Revision. Hi, everybody. So I'm standing in for the representative of the Best Visual jury to deliver the laureate for this category. And in this jury, we had a few difficulties rounding up the nominees for this category, simply because it's not easy to compare nowadays full-fledged demos with productions like the 4K Absolute Territory by Prison Beings, which still has a similar visual fidelity, the 64K Engage by Logicoma, or animations that use third-party render software, like Becoming Evoked. So we can only nominate 5 productions, so in the end we decided to highlight these nominees for their quality assets, real-time effects, and overall art style. But the laureate really stood out from the rest by diversity of original assets it had, its attention to detail, the unique art style, and its smart use of post-processing effects. So, the laureate for Best Visuals is Sokia by CNCD and Fairlight.
Yay! CNCD and Fairlight, are you here?
Bravo! Wonderful! And here comes the man.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sir. That was awesome, man.
When did Ben all start hugging?
Here, don't get poked by this.
I don't know if we've ever won one of these before, but we're very honoured, thank you. This is really belongs to Jani and Mika back in Helsinki, who did all the fantastic visual work on this, who are now watching on the stream. So everybody give them a big hello! Thank you very much.
And we still have a few categories to go, so let's proceed to the next one.
Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Show off your mojo in the Meteoriks Award for Best Low-End Production.
So, this is kind of like David versus Goliath, right? Over here, we have small machines from the 80s and 90s with nowadays puny processing power and diminutive DRAM. Over there, we have whatever graphics card money can buy nowadays and a screaming fast multi-gigahertz processor. But it turns out that David can pack quite a punch. These machines have their own graphics accelerators. And who needs soft synths when you have your own hard synth right on the board? Add 20 years of learning the ins and outs of the platform, finding all the never-thought-possible tricks, and a sizable glob of style. And you have a worthy contender on your hands. Tonight's nominees show that these platforms are still alive and kicking and can do lots more than just a logo and a scroller.
Overdrive 2 by Titan. Neon by Triad. Don't Mess with Texas by Desire. CRTC to the Power of 3 by Flower Corporation, Futures, and X-Men. And Egypt 2600 BC by Genesis Project.
And now I'd like to welcome a juror on stage. He came all the way here from France. He codes Kefren's bars onto and glory holds into your Amstrad. Please give a big hand to Krusty of Benediction.
Good evening, everyone. So now it's time for the low-end production. We have analyzed more than 15 platforms for this category, going from the Atari VCS to the Amiga 1200. We also have analyzed various categories having each nice production, 4Ks, procedural graphics, demos of variable durations and storage. With all these variabilities, it was not an easy task to select the 5 nominees. Several platforms such as Spectrums or Amigas with strong productions are not even present with this top 5. But we believe that our nominees do stand out from all low-end productions this year. So now, it's time to reveal the laureate of this category. Although it was hard to select the 5 best productions, we had no discussions to choose the obvious laureate. The pace of this demo is excellent, the soundtrack is well synced with all the effects, the graphics are marvelous. So I guess that you have all guessed that the laureate is Overdrive 2 by Titan.
Titan! Titan sucks! Come on stage, guys!
Congratulations, guys.
Right. It's an honor to receive this award, and we just mentioned Strobe as an honorable mention for the soundtrack. The thing is, nobody in our group is actually sure at this point whether or not he exists, because he never shows himself anywhere. So, yeah, I guess if you're watching, please come to a demo party. Also, we just want to say that we have a final version of this demo coming up sometime in the future, as well as technical documentation and a making of, and a cartridge release, which all people have been waiting for. So thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was massive. Thank you, guys. Super job, Mensch. Thank you. All right, and now let's move on to products and places called Universe.
Stuff your visuals some more so you can fit in more scroll text. It's time for the Meteoriks Award for Best High-End 64K Intro.
So this category used to be the true king of size coding production made by a whole team. The most famous 64Ks intros. For a few years, they kind of faded out and became wonderful memories to cherish and to tell stories to our grandchildren at Christmas with a fire, you know, and a dog. But thanks to some courageous and fearless sinners, the 64Ks are back in force. And they are here to show who's the boss. Behold the glory of those nominated entries. Behold the gloss of their polish. Behold the precision of their direction and storytelling. And dare say that they sound like size-coded entries. We dare you.
Vessel by Conspiracy. Engage by Logicoma. Your Mom by Pooh Brain. Eidolon by Pooh Brain. And Gubernia by Macau Exports.
And tonight, to give the well-deserved prize to our winner, please welcome our own eye of the beholders, the dynamic duet Ramses and Lambda Core.
There were a ton of awesome 64K entries in 2017, and that made our selection really hard. 2 of the entries showed up on all of the separate nominees lists, so that was the easy part. The rest took a bit of discussion, which was not easy, but we managed to settle on the 5 nominees you just saw in this category.
Our honorable mention this year goes to WhoBrain. You guys had a great year and flashed us with 4 really impressive 4K entries, which 64K entries, I'm sorry. From which 2 were also already nominated. You guys rock, cheers!
So of all the entries this year, the intro we selected to be the laureate stood out in its overall polished appearance, accompanied by supporting but not too aggressive soundtrack, to which the effects are very well synchronized. The really brilliant beginning, as well as the creative greetings at the end, supported our decision for Engage by Logicoma. Congratulations, come up on stage.
Woo! Clap your hands.
Bravo!
Congrats, Matt!
It's fantastic! I can't believe it! Awesome.
Would you have guessed? Congrats, Mike.
I'm in shock. After we won Tursock 2016, we knew we'd bring our A game last year at Revision. We worked so hard on this. I'm just amazed, and thank you guys so much for this. I can't believe it.
Bravo! Bravo! Logicoma! And now, without further ado, let's move on to the next category.
If you're looking for your job, it's down in the toilet tunnel somewhere. Brace yourselves for the Meteoriks Award for Outstanding Technical Achievement.
Wow, did you see that? How did they do this? Ah, come on, they're just pulling on legs, they're just playing an animation or something. No, really, the executable is 4K. So how in the hell are they pulling this off? The scene has always been about exploring the boundaries of a given platform and then pushing against it until it breaks. And every year, we have our jaws dropped by effects or sounds that nobody thought possible before. This category is traditionally being dominated by low-end productions. But there are also prods on high-end platforms that are pioneering new approaches to visuals, new synth approaches, and keep our mouths open the entire time. So let's have a look at our top 5 jaw droppers of last year.
Don't Mess with Texas by Desire. A Mind is Born by LFT. Overdrive 2 by Titan. Logon's Run. 3D meets the aging bits by Logon System. And Horizon Machine by EOS and Alcatraz.
So our next juror on stage doesn't need introduction. He's got pinball and Belgian beers at his heart. And he takes his attitude with him wherever he walks. And he stole my Fluid avatar. Let's welcome Frankie.
Hello, Revision. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. I'll kill you later. I need this.
Yeah, you should take one of those.
Yes.
They're pretty nice and shiny.
That shoe goes here. Good. So, outstanding technical achievement. Or as I like to call it, it's not possible on this platform 2.0. So, we've been looking at a year of productions, and what we thought was not possible last year became possible this year. And as we looked at the nominees, it's on a big multitude of platforms. We've had excellent size coding on the CCC64. We've had a demos which put a machine that everybody forgot back on the line with the TI-99, don't mess with Texas. We have Horizon Machine on Windows for, no, it's not just old school, it's every school, it's everything. And Logan's Run on the Amstrad CPC, where we had no idea last year how they did it after the Compose and the Compose Studio, and then Overdrive 2, which continues basically dominance on the Mega Drive of Titan. And we had to pick, and we did pick one, but before I do, we don't have an honorable mention this year for this category, but I have a personal mention for Logan's Run, because when we were looking at it, as I said, we had no idea how they did it. In the end, it was an animation. It's wonderfully faked. Thank you so much for pulling our leg. But somebody has to go home with this, and we had long discussions, animated discussions, but in the end we decided that this little statue deserves to go to the team that on the hardware that they picked, they discovered new features in the hardware. They found debug registers which were left in there by the designers. They broke every emulator with their demo, and I almost forgive them for destroying a Neo Geo cabinet Overdrive 2. Congratulations, guys. Titan.
Hello again.
Was habt ihr jetzt davon?
2 trophies.
Right, so Frankie was really mad at us for destroying the SNK cabinet, which had Nintendo written on it. We're sorry, I didn't make the artistic decision, but next time we'll just write WrestleMania on it instead. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, guys. And so next up, let's see who can cram as much content as possible.
The only limit is your imagination, or your GPU's melting point in the Meteoriks Award for Best High-End Demo.
So I know. You are all waiting for this one. It's the paramount of our discipline. It's the highest mountain. No size limit, but the all-observable universe. And space can be terrifying, what?
Oh yeah.
I guess so. So, they were given freedom, they were given talent, and they also added a lot of efforts. And this is how they decided to use it. This is how we all should try to use it. Here are the 5 nominees for the best high-end demos.
Sokia by CNCD and Fairlight. Hold On by Hold On. invitation by Ninja Dad. No Ambition by Quite and T-Rex. And Extra by Epoch.
So he's got a PhD in tracking and synchronization. He's the GNU Rocket Benevolent Headmaster for Life. Please welcome our precious Kuzma of XS and Boozlex.
Hello, Revision. So, picking the winning demo was hard this year. Really hard. Out of the 5 nominees, 2 demos particularly stood out to the jury. But we had to pick one. So we would like to give our most honorable mentions to Sokia by CNCD and Fairlight. The winner of the best high-end demo category is a demo that the jury felt has reinvented classic demo style by bringing shameless effect shows back in a modern framing. It's backed by a pumping soundtrack, wonderful transitions, and a fearless pacing. I'm happy to announce that the winner of the best high-end demo category at Meteoriks 2018 is Hold On by Hold On.
Oh.
Hugs. Wow. Can't believe it. Unfortunately, Pandor can't be here tonight because he sucks and he decided to be VJ in Berlin. You can tell him how much he sucks tomorrow. So I brought up my personal Pandor impersonator to the stage. Say something.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm up here. I just wanted to say thank you all for making it possible that we all are gonna have a good time. Thank you very much.
On a serious side note, wow, this is a first and it really means something. Thank you very much. We are family here, aren't we?
We are, definitely. And now I guess it's time to move on to the next category.
Put on your artsy French hats and break out the megaphones. We're handing out the Meteoriks Award for Best Direction.
All right. So we've had quite a few discussions behind the scenes when we tried to finalize our categories. And one of the main questions was, how is direction different from visuals? I mean, we all felt that it was clearly a different thing, but it was hard to come up with a clean distinction.
Well, of course, we already know what is the best direction, right?
What is the best direction?
Well, it's left, because it's a seminar area, and we have a lot of good seminars here, right?
Oh, beer seminar, I get it. So we ended up with a pretty good set of examples, actually. For us, visuals, on the one hand, are about things like color scheme or texturing, modeling, effects, and the general polish, while, on the other hand, direction is about camera angles, transitions, the succession and timing of scenes, and the general atmosphere and mood that a production transports. So with that in mind, let's take a look at our nominees and decide for yourselves who you'd give the statue to.
Eidolon by Pooh Brain. Absolute Territory by Prism Beings. Gubernia by Macau Exports. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
A Dental Journey by Space Pigs.
How are you today, Kevin?
And No Imitation by Ninja Dev.
And now, for handing out the last statue of tonight, I'd like to welcome on stage a juror who hails from the Netherlands and whose very name represents the glamour and the class of the Meteoriks. Please welcome Eat, Drink, Fuck of Pooh Brain.
Hey guys! How y'all doing tonight? So, best direction. Like most other productions, this was a really tough one to decide on. Our nominees were far from the only well-directed productions released last year, and we were pretty bummed out we could only nominate 5. And even between those 5, we had some fierce discussion on which one should win, which was really fun actually. And the vote ended up being so close that we felt like we had to include an honorable mention. It's a production that lives and dies by its direction. Its fever dream presentation, intentionally unsettling art style, and its surreal, satirical narrative made this production one of the year's clear favorites and an instant classic. Well done, Kevin. Our honorable mention goes to Kevin, A Dental Journey by Space Pigs. Which brings us to our laureate. The winner for the Meteoric Award for Best Direction of 2018 is a production that managed to impress all of the judges. It's a demo that completely absorbed us into its world with incredible atmosphere and wonderful world building. Not only when we first saw it, but every time we've gone to see it since. It captures that crossroads between technical achievement and visual splendor to build a world that grips you, and it does so in a way that lifts it up from being a random succession of effects. Its haunting soundtrack meshes perfectly to create a forlorn, lonely, and profoundly beautiful experience. Between its technical achievement, its hauntingly beautiful presentation, its stellar soundtrack, and its meticulously crafted shot composition, it's an honor to hand the Meteoriks Award for Best Direction of 2018 to Gubernia of Macau Exports.
So am I supposed to say something?
If you like.
I'd like to thank our team. We worked really hard. This is our first 64K. Maybe it's the last one too, never know. I'd like to thank Martin and Branch and Nobi and Pauli and all the team for your good work. And it wasn't easy, thank you very much. And thanks everyone who, came to congratulate us. And it really helps, when you work hard and then you're not sure if it's that good. If it's that good, really. But in the end, you know that, okay, it was worth it. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, this is better. So now that there are no statues left, we'd like to close by thanking a few people.
So thanks to all jurors, Alpha C, CCE.
You can switch the video now. Thank you. Okay, we were at Alpha C and CCE.
Alpha C,
so,
CCE.
Curly Brace and Dino.
Dojo, Idrik Buck.
Fizzer and Frankie.
Eshel and Krusty.
Kuzma and Lambda-Core.
Nobi and PS.
Ramses and Rocco.
Saga Musik, Susan Krusen.
Truck, Venom.
Vizzy, Zieber.
And also, we'd like to thank very much everybody involved behind the scenes, namely Dirty,
D-Fox,
Kaumau,
Susan Krusen,
Ors,
Ziphoid,
the big cuddly Frenchie over there,
and that Frenchy German guy. You're so sassy that you're French. Thanks to Revision for hosting us.
And most of all, thanks to you who contributed, submitted and voted, and created all the great productions in the first place.
Yeah, it's been a great year for the demo scene, and it's all thanks to you, so make it loud!
Thank you! Keep it up!
Confettis! Bravo!
Dojo. Dojo.
Vielen Dank.
We talked about this.
Yes, we did. Didn't we say yes, confetti?
No. I told you to never do this to our stage again.
Oh, fuck this.
Well then, have fun cleaning it up.
Thanks.
I don't help you, huh?
Next event starts in 10 minutes, so, you know, hurry up.
I'll see what I can do. Ah, shit, man. This sucks.
This looks great, by the way.
Looks like it would take a while. Oh, man, I hate this. Oh, well. You can turn us with lights.
Okay, and we are back.
Looks like somebody will be picking up pieces of confetti for the rest of the party.
And we now have Dojo.
Give a hand to Dojo
cleaning
for
the
his
confetti. So yes, I hope everybody enjoyed the awards. I'm going to say a few things about them. A, they were awesome. B, you can participate.